Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. Before we kick things off today, name what bass riff this is. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave it in the comments below what that is. Now, boys and girls, we're gonna be reacting today to Free Fire and Water 1970. Now, this song was requested by one of our subscribers by the name of Jay. Jay, thank you very much for your continuous support. Jay, you actually request some bangers, I'll give you that. But boys and girls, if you want to request a song of your choice, follow the link in the description below. You could do so. If you didn't know, all the videos on YouTube get demonetized due to copyright. So it's just one way to help out the channel, and also I can give something back. But I tell you what, Jay has been pinging me some bangers, so I'm hoping today that stays consistent. Now, I actually reacted to a song by Free the other week, which is an absolute classic. But today, we're going to be reacting to Fire and Water. Who knows? Is it going to be another classic? I don't think I've heard of this one. At least I don't believe. But I wouldn't be surprised if I had, you know, because I reacted to Brian May playing with Free the other day, the singer from Free, and I recognised that song a little, and it's making me think, you know when you recognise songs but you just don't know who they're by, and you don't know the name of the song? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting with Free. I feel like I've heard the songs on films, and they're just one of those bands where you've heard of them but you didn't know it was them. I'm hoping that's the case today. Hit that subscribe button, but without further ado, guys, let's get into this.
Every single day, I got a heartache coming my way. I don't wanna say goodbye.
What a voice.
Baby, but look at the tears in my eyes. I don't wanna say goodbye. Baby, but look at the way you made me cry. In every way that's nice. You show you got a heart that's made of ice. And I know fire and water must have made you that daughter. You got what it takes to make a poor man's heart break. Listen. Lover, you turn me on, but quick as a flash, your love is gone.
He's got such a great voice. I seriously underestimated. Paul Rodger, is that his name? Yeah, I think it is. Paul Rodger, the singer. What an underestimated voice. He should be more well known him. Great tone, great husky voice. Pronounces his words nice. This riff, I can't say I have heard this, but it does sound similar to something. I feel like I've heard another song that's maybe even, who knows? Back then everyone was stealing each other's stuff. But that. So we're in A major. No, the song's in B major. Oh no, the song's in B minor. To D, and we're gonna slide up to the E. Very simple, and that's what they do on that All Right Now. Simple. There wasn't many instruments going on because the riff is so good. You don't have to do much. If you've got one hook that's very catchy, why do we need to add something else to it? Let's just keep it like that. That's what these do very well.
I've got to leave you now, but I've got to try and make you grieve somehow. Fire and water must have made you that daughter.
playing chords on the bass. That's a nice guitar. Two instruments, guys, bass and guitar solo. Wow!
But quick as a flash, your love is gone. Baby, I've got to leave you. But I'm gonna try and make you
I want his
breathe.
voice.
Somehow, fire and water was the major their daughter. You got what it takes to make this poor heart of mine big. Fire and water has major their daughter. Babe, you got what it takes to make this poor heart of mine break. My heart is breaking, baby. Huh. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm shaking my baby now, baby, 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 baby. Get it.
I think Free are very underestimated. I think they're not given enough props. You got to think, guys, this was 1970. Like, Black Sabbath are 69, pushing through. But even then, there's only a year in between. Like, Free are big here. So they would have been doing stuff in the late 60s. Why are they not mentioned upon the other artists? Like, when you're talking about Led Zeppelin and the early stuff of, like, you know, Black Sabbath and Deep Purple, where's Free? Why are Free not being mentioned enough? Because they have got a unique, like, well, no, not unique, because they do sound like the others, but his voice is absolutely exceptional, by the way. I want his voice. I feel like they're underrated, and maybe is it because of their songs? I think that song could have been catchier. I don't think the hook was that catchy, the fire, water, your daughter, or whatever it said, but it could have been more catchy. But this bit, the A to the B, that's very catchy, but then it could have gone into like you could have done something that was more melodic in the chorus section. You know what I mean? Now, that was just an example. I feel like they could have added more. But I'm not taking anything away from that because it was still 1970, you know what I mean? The beginning of that whole thing. It was cool as well, the bass player. So to make it sound bigger, because there's only two instruments, which, by the way, they sound massive to say there's two instruments. On a bass, it's quite unusual to play more than one note at a time because it can kind of sound a bit drony. But because of the tone he's got, he's making it work. So he was just going, yeah. But instead, he's like getting his, because you got to think, if you're adding those two extra notes in, two extra notes goes a long way when there's not much going on. That was cool. I want to see more because I want to know why they're not as big as they are. And is it to do that the fact with maybe the songs weren't as catchy as others at the time? I don't know. All right now, like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of a one-hit wonder, at least from the perspective I'm getting from them. Like, you got to look at it from an objective point of view, not a subjective, because there's people going, what? Free have got loads of bangers. That's okay to say that, but do the general population think that? Do you know what I mean? There's so many bands where I think they're amazing, but everyone else goes, I've never heard of them. And it's like, you got to look at it objectively. And I think maybe they just didn't have enough singles. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Let me know if I'm talking whack. Either way, I thought it was great. Like, comment, subscribe. And last but not least, I'm going to leave you guys with my song by my band RAYGO Bloom. Until next time, peace.
I didn't have to read it, I knew what it would say. Your time is up, boy, it's time for war. I knew what the letter would say before it hit the floor. Before I knew it, I was laying in a field with a gun in one hand and God as my shield. There's a man giving orders that I've got to obey. He says, if you want to see tomorrow, you must survive today. My life's in the hands of a puppet master. It's not my fault, it's a man-made disaster. Go and fight for your country, and don't you ask why. And we'll call you a hero if you happen to die. Now some years later, near the end of the war, a lot of men died and they didn't know what for. It's just another war to add to the list. So many young souls that will be missed. My life's in the hands of a puppet master, and it's not my fault, it's a man-made disaster. Go and fight for your country, and don't you ask
Cabinet Room at 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.